action.
Local pro needs a putter. Hey!
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. Needs a putter. I'll be right with you. Just bear with me. So many people watching right now. Oh, there it is. There's the notification. Let's see what you fuck faces have to say tonight. We're graced with the presence of two unbelievable human beings tonight. We have Matt Cardis, Golf in Your State as you know him. If you don't know him, where the fuck have you been for the last 3 years? Like, really? This guy's
Appreciate you.
Well, seriously, I mean, how does nobody know about your golf adventure across the United States a few times? Started in a Sabarazi, as I call it, Subaru, with a pop-up tent. And, well, how do I summarize it? 30 golf courses in 60 days, and that's been happening incessantly for the last 2 or 3 years. So, Matt Cardis, welcome.
Thank you.
AJ Silverman hates himself on camera.
Really do.
Local professional golfer. He is chasing the dream down. He's chasing it down hard. He's wearing Chucks, so that's how you know. He's
all I can afford.
He's in the middle of the strug. He's doing it. He is chasing the dream. Those aren't Yeezys, okay? Fuck Adidas. Just
Man,
kidding.
I love the Chucks. Hey, easy there, bud. Maybe that should be the conversation this evening.
If Chuck's made a golf shoe, I would wear that in a heartbeat.
How do they not
You
make
can
a golf
those
shoe?
golf shoes for you.
So no, but there's those things called golf kicks or whatever,
I know.
and they poke right through the sole.
But
and
they
kill your
fall
feet.
out. They fall out too. Maybe I'm just too hefty to be rocking them, you know. But whenever I walk on a cart path with them on, they fucking.
You've tried them
I have, yeah.
Yeah,
My
never
brother,
had
Big Jer, has tried them. We've been sent multiple pairs of them and been let down at every juncture. So if you're watching this and you make those, they fucking suck. Don't send me any more.
Cold hard. truth.
Anyway.
It's a good thing you got a shoe sponsor, bro.
No, they're fucking terrible. Yeah, you guys need to come out with something better. I had that idea when I was in 6th grade, and I was like, well, the screws wouldn't hold into the rubber of any shoe. And they don't. They don't. They don't work. Anyways.
Are they made for like one round of golf though? I don't know if they're made for like longevity.
Like 3 holes max.
I think you're supposed to screw them in, play a round, take them out, and then walk on the street again.
I think you're
Depending on
supposed
holes in the
to
shoe.
supposed to screw them in,
Just don't walk through the ring.
bring a pair of sandals with you, and then every time you have to hit a golf shot, put your shoes on, hit the shot, and then take those off and put the sandals back on. Otherwise, you ain't gonna have any spikes on your shoes by the time you're done. But
Hashtag not an ad.
not an ad. This is not a promotional video for those golf spikes. I don't even know what the fuck they're called. They're heinous pieces of shit. Let's move forward. So we got Matt Cardis in town.
Yes, sir.
It's always a pleasure. His
Man.
van's parked
I
outside.
love visiting this place.
Oh, dude, it's good to have you, man. It is good to have you.
The pregame was real today.
I wanted to dig into. I don't even know where to fucking begin. Your travels, I mean, just a glimpse into the journey that you've been on. It's. I know it's a lot more than just. Well, I got up today. I drove to a golf course.
You want me to tell everyone a little bit about what I do?
Yeah,
Since most
I
of these people
want.
have no idea who I am.
I want you to tell people about where you shit. I want to go right to the details.
That is the dirty of living.
Because like you're living out of your van,
Yes.
like as Chris Farley said, and you're not by a river, but it's the same fucking thing.
Sometimes he is by a river.
Somebody's actually posted a meme
No.
of me. Yes.
No, they did it.
Yes. It's so good.
Oh, a regular Billy Shakespeare. You have plenty of paper for rolling doobies.
So
You're
good.
living it. Anyways, you know how the rest goes. If you don't, you're probably millennial. Please stop watching. You suck.
So you want to start with life on the road?
Yeah, yeah.
Life on the road ain't easy. Showering, bathrooms. I do have a bathroom in the van, but it's my closet. It's full of clothes and shoes. And
But there is something in there.
there's a toilet and a shower that is inoperable because there's stuff all
Storage.
around. Yeah, it's my
Got
closet.
it. So you
but living out of
outsource.
the outback, like you mentioned, I got used to, using public restrooms, finding showers along the way.
Right.
It's part of the grind. It's part of what I do. It's part of the lifestyle of golf in your state.
So it's almost like being homeless, but not being homeless.
A little bit, yeah.
Because one of the biggest aspects of being homeless would be they don't have a van covering their head. They might have, a gas station lean-to, but they have the same basic human needs. I need to take a shit,
Yeah.
and every now and then I need to take a shower. You experience the same thing because your bathroom is a storage shed.
We're going to talk about the golf ball project a little bit, but there's a reason why homelessness is part of the initiatives that I'm performing today. I mean,
Okay.
it has a lot to do with my lifestyle and how I live on the road and how it's very similar to that of a homeless person. I mean, I live in parking lots. Yes, I have a shelter. Yes, I have a place to store my stuff, but for the most part, I'm living on the road.
Same kind of thing, yeah.
It's very, very, there's similarities,
A lot of parallels.
a lot of parallels. And, restrooms are one of those. Like I use public restrooms a lot, and through my travels, I've learned how to approach certain situations, right? Like
Right.
a gas station wants you to, they want you to buy something in order to use the restroom.
Have you experienced somebody wanting you to buy something to use their bathroom?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. That's unbelievable. That's so sad.
There's public restrooms that have key codes.
Yeah,
I visited a golf course today that had one.
yeah.
So I literally had to walk in the restaurant, ask for the key code, and they're expecting, you to be a consumer of their product, whatever that might be.
We got to find a way to hack those. There's got to be some sort of program or like circuit board that you can put on there.
I just usually walk in there like I'm about to shit myself.
You're like,
They're
please.
usually pretty forthcoming.
Do you hold your butthole like you really have to go?
I
Like,
mean, honestly,
Yeah?
honestly, like how detailed do I want to get with this? I mean, I got stomach issues.
like
It's
what?
a genetic
Like
thing.
Crohn's?
It's non-diagnosed. I've always said it was like a lactose intolerant thing.
So milk sets it off?
Unfortunately, I love milk. I love cheese. So I just have suffered with it my entire life.
So if
there's
you
a
ate ice
doctor
cream
out
right
there
now-
that wants to help me, like
What's going on with my man's here? All right. you
it's something I've just dealt with my whole life.
Yeah.
But it's something I constantly have to think about. This is not where I thought this conversation was going to go.
You took it there. You were talking about the parallels between the homeless and you, and I was going to take it a step further because I remember I was on a Little League baseball trip one time, and we were in the bus, and we were leaving a gas station parking lot. There was a homeless man out front. One of the team players rolled down the bus window, screamed some sort of profanity at him, at which point the side of our bus was hit with a grocery bag full of shit that looked like somebody dumped chili on the Rainbird, okay? Now, that took me to something we talked about earlier. You said that you shit in a bag in a
Yes,
parking lot.
I have.
I mean, it's no shame here. This is the nest. You're on the road. I would shit in a bag if I had to. I would shit in my hands.
I mean, I live. My home base is in Wyoming, right?
Okay.
So, being in nature is something that I'm comfortable with. I camp all the time. I mean, that's part of the reason why I formulated golf in New State the way I did. Right?
Sure.
I camp everywhere that I go.
Yeah.
And going to the bathroom in the woods is part of that. And being in urban environments sometimes is limiting.
You don't
If
have
I
the
don't
woods.
have access to a 24-hour restroom,
Right.
and I can't just go anywhere.
No.
So
Shit in a bag. What are you gonna do? Get out of your van and just like shit on the yellow
just to
stripe of a parking
clarify,
space?
I didn't shit in the bag in the van. I was outside when I did. But yes.
Well, that's actually a huge thing because that would make you kind of gross if you did it inside the. Well, would it?
yeah.
I mean, the comfort
that
of your
would
own
be
home.
no. That's way worse.
You know, I'm
Way
gonna.
worse? Okay.
way worse.
I'm gonna have to test this theory. I think tomorrow, when nobody's around, I'm gonna do it both ways. I'll shit in a bag in my house. It's a condo, or I'll shit outside in a bag. And I want to know. It will help me get closer to you and experience what it is that you went through. And like you said, the parallels with the homeless. Maybe now I'm more connected.
Let's rewind my life 7
Yeah.
years. 7 years.
Yeah.
Let's rewind back 7
Yeah.
years, right? I'm living in Jackson Hole.
Right.
I'm an outdoor recreation
Sorry about that.
fanatic, right?
Yeah.
I do all kinds of outdoor recreation.
Uh huh.
I'm on a river trip, multi-day river trip with my friends. You've never been on a multi-day river trip, have you?
I've been on a 2-day river trip.
So when you
Not with my friends.
so
Weirdos.
did you have any type of facility with you? Were you in
Yeah.
the backcountry or were you somewhere that
We were
you're-
on the Upper Salt River, but there were
restrooms?
So, I mean, that's basically a landfill
Okay, so
of its own, though.
a backcountry
Yes.
river experience,
To AJ's
you don't have
point.
any restroom facilities that you can use. So what you do is you bring a porta-john with you. It's basically a toilet seat that you put on a 5-gallon bucket and keep in a bag.
Yeah.
And you pack that up every day, bring it with you. You put it in a little, we put it in an ammo box so that it was nice and secure and didn't go anywhere.
Right.
But you literally carry that with you along the river trip. So it's on the boat with you. It's,
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
The poop.
So I've gotten used to, really roughing it.
Wow. I guess it's not that outlandish. I mean, we take for granted our facilities going about our normal everyday lives, but what's not normal about our everyday lives is your journey. Not very many people experience what it's like to live on the road. Yeah, you went on a cross-country trip for vacation. You stopped, you stayed in a hotel 3 times along the way. We went across the whole country though. Okay, but you stopped, you stayed in a hotel, you didn't live out of your fucking car, and you certainly didn't shit in a bag. So they have no idea. They can't relate to that. And if they're judging you for doing that, you know what? Fuck you. Alright? You don't know what it's like. You
The
would
funny
shit.
thing is, people perceive my lifestyle as glamorous. It's far from glamorous.
I perceive it as glamorous.
I mean, yes, I get to play nice golf courses and do cool shit, but it's far from glamorous. Life on the road is not beautiful. Believe me.
No. I mean, no. You're shitting in a bag. And we're going to keep saying shit in a bag because it's become a theme. And I just like saying it. AJ, have you ever shit in a bag?
I haven't had the honor of doing that. I mean, I've shit on the side of the road.
Well, oh, so that's worse. That's
You
worse.
Or you just let it go.
Just let it go.
You let it fly
Yeah.
openly.
You ziplock your toilet paper, or you just put it out there for the
Well,
world?
there was no toilet paper.
Oh, that's horrible.
Can you
Dude,
imagine?
when you're on
like,
the road for a tour pro and you're driving from like tournament to tournament,
Yeah.
sometimes call of nature happens and there's
I would
no
eat-
bathroom in sight. You pull over the side of the highway and handle your business.
See, I'm not the only one. But if
Yeah,
I was
but
in
that's
his-
more
if I was in his
putrid.
position, I would
Yeah,
use
that's
my
way
golf
worse.
cart.
he would have shit in his bag. You shit on the ground. Imagine like whatever territorial animal came along and was like, "What the fuck?"
Probably
is
got
this?"
afraid.
Yeah, you're right. You scared the hell out of them, for sure.
With my diet, yeah, they got afraid.
Let's get into your diet. So,
My diet?
his diet. He said they'd be afraid of his non-sewer happy shit on the side of the road. We're talking about shitting now. This has become about shit.
Yeah, topic change. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Well, what should we talk about?
Talk about what Matt's doing here in town.
Yeah, golf ball project.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is one of many initiatives to give back to the golf community, and it's a lot more detailed than that. The floor is yours.
So should I start from the beginning? Should I say who I am? what I
Yeah,
do?
they didn't get to
Alright.
see what we just recorded out there, so we
Alright.
got to do it all over again.
So my name is Matt Curtis. I'm a professional photographer. I work in golf. I'm the founder of Golf in Your State. I'm the creator of the Golf Ball Project. Basically, the Golf Ball Project is the underlying theme behind the Golf Ball Project is to bring golfers together in the communities that I visit to give back to the communities, either performing community service or some type of golf-oriented give back initiative, like helping municipal golf courses. I've been on the road full time since August.
Yeah,
Launched this beginning of August. I've been on the road since then. Went from Southern California up to Washington, all the way to New York.
how many bag shits in that time period? And we're back. Go on.
2 minutes.
Go on. No, don't answer that.
So basically, since August, I've circled the country. I'm not answering that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you made me lose my train of thought. What
And
Golf Ball Project. So what
Yeah.
am I doing in Scottsdale? So Give Back Initiative coming up in a couple days here. We're going to be working with a municipal golf course.
right, we don't know which one
It's
yet.
still not 100% confirmed. I spent all day today pounding pavement, scouting courses. I scouted 5.
And you're driving to each course and checking it out
Yeah.
and like looking at which one needs the most rehab.
You know, it's important to find the right thing, not just a thing. So
Okay.
I spent, it's the way I've done everyone so far is I get into the town, I kind of get my eyes on, some courses, some possible community service initiatives,
Okay.
and kind of pick what I think is the most appropriate.
Gotcha. All
So I
right.
rolled in last night, I scouted today, hopefully I'll have it locked in tomorrow for Sunday.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. If you live in the Scottsdale area, we are live. If you're watching this, there is room for you to volunteer and help out.
Yeah, more the merrier. Everyone's
And we're
welcome.
not asking you to come out and grab a rake and rake leaves all day. It's going to be a fun experience. It's as much of a networking opportunity from what I understand as it is giving back to the local golf community or your local golf community.
Well,
So
the cool thing about it is, we all get together, we do something great for the community. It gives people a chance to connect on a personal level, spend one-on-one time with each other.
mhm.
Hopefully we build some friendships out of it, and my hope is that I just leave a footprint for others to follow and really inspire people to, take on different community service initiatives and
To
you know,
continue
giving
that
back.
ideology, yeah, to continue to want to give back or find ways to do that,
Yeah.
to promote the game of golf and, for the future. That needs to happen. I 100% agree with it. Cool. That's
At the very
cool, dude.
worst, it's gonna be the three of us just doing something cool.
That's what yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's just fun, I think we always have a good time when we hang out, for sure. AJ, let's get into AJ here. No pun intended.
Sounded a little dirty, but okay.
It did, yeah. It did. So, you're chasing the dream down, dude.
Yeah, been
You're-
chasing it for a while.
You are right in the face of that gauntlet of trying to get on tour and playing the mini tours and grinding it out, facing the hardships that correspond with that, shitty tee times, bad weather, bad food. I don't think that you said you don't shit in bags though. You just
I don't.
you actually just shit on the street.
On the side of the road.
Go back to that. You know how to do that? Okay. Anyways,
I shouldn't have brought that up.
it's the best thing that's ever been said. Shitting in a bag just is like I want to laugh at it just saying it. AJ doesn't because he shits no matter what anywhere. Like, have you shit on a golf course?
I really wish we were in
I'm
the
gonna
band
plead the
right
fifth on that.
You
now.
have,
Oh my god, you have!
and I don't mean in a fucking golf course bathroom. You drop D-bomb on the course like a little
Oh,
fertilizer
man.
golfer.
This is so yeah. Yep.
Will you disclose what course it was?
No.
Was
It's
it?
your
I
everyday
mean,
track, isn't
Was
it?
it like diarrhea, or was it like, you could pass it off, you moved like a couple of the big human turds, and you're like, some coyote ran through here and
I'm
fucking...
thinking it had to be uncontrollable.
It might have been the same day that.
Alright, fuck your career, I just want to hear about the day you shit on the course. Let's get into it.
Well, me and my travel
Not
partner
fuck your
that I was
career,
playing the
but we'll
tournament
talk
with
about that later. I want to hear about the poop.
decided to drink heavily the night before a tournament, then make a brilliant stop at Waffle House on the way to the golf course for the
Oh
tournament.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
I love how they take their orders, by the way.
Oh, we should go to Waffle
Maybe
House
not the best
after this.
idea.
You guys
As I'm driving up to the golf course, bag drop is in sight. He proceeds to put his head out the window and start vomiting,
Oh,
which then in turn makes me vomit. So we're pulling up to the
Puking.
tournament. Both of us basically heads out the car, vomiting. Great look.
so you guys are loose, you're ready to go.
Yeah, just got the Waffle House out, and then it might have been somewhere in that
This is
round that I
horrible.
needed to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you...
This is shocking because I love Waffle House.
I do too.
I love
They
it.
have the best
And
hash
I've
browns.
never. That was my first time at a Waffle House, and I've never been back.
Really? Oh, that's
So let me
You should
recap.
give it another go.
Let's recap.
Oh,
So
maybe we'll go.
so it started out with, have you ever shit on the golf course? And then you pleaded the fifth, and then you said, my buddy and I had some drinks, we ate Waffle House, and then we showed up to a professional golf tournament.
Professional golf tournament.
Okay, we won't mention whatever entity or tour that you were playing on because they probably wouldn't appreciate it. You guys are throwing up, heading to the bag drop. Take it from there.
I have quite the visual going on right now. by
I
the
do
way.
too. I feel like this
All right,
car,
where's it go? Keep
like
going.
I feel like an insurance company's totaling this car after that.
Well, I mean, both our heads were out the window, so it wasn't on the interior; it was exterior, and
Good.
yep. So save the deposit there.
So you still warmed up?
Oh, this is a rental car.
Yeah, rental car. Yeah.
That's
I feel
so
bad for that guy
foul.
cleaning that one.
That's fucking foul.
There's a reason they charge a cleaning deposit.
This is life on tour. by
I
the
feel
way.
like I gotta
It's
buy
like-
two get one free. I want to talk about shit, and you brought up puke, and it's worse.
Okay, so where does it go from there?
So you warmed up still,
I don't know if
or
you could really call it warming up, but managed to
your
try
butt warmed up?
To, yeah, butt warmed up. Because I thought it was coming up the top end and like 3 holes in, nowhere near the clubhouse or a bathroom
Is this
inside.
a desert course?
No, it's in Florida, coastal course. And
Okay. So there was stuff to hide amongst. So you kind of go into the pseudo jungle.
Yeah, kind of like one of your lessons with Buttsy on where to take a pee. This was
The opposite
the
of that.
opposite of that. And
I was there for that, by the way.
Oh my god, you were there for that. I forgot about that. That was nerve wracking as fuck.
So good.
Ah, the baby seal in the bunker. Holy shit, I forgot
I
about
was
that.
there.
Still didn't poop myself or shit in a bag. But, so, you said you're on 3.
something like that, yeah. Third
You
or
don't
fourth hole.
remember because
This was
your
a decade
asshole's
ago.
thinking for you at this
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
So, did you sneak away? Like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around being in a professional golf tournament, no porta-john, and sneaking away to shit on the ground.
yeah. Well,
I want details.
that's really all I've got for you.
Did you wipe your ass last time?
Did you use like a banana leaf? What is
I used my golf towel. My golf towel.
My dog.
R.I.P.
You didn't
Did
really
you play with
wipe.
the golf towel after the
No.
fact?
Oh, you were
Yes,
probably.
I did.
I'm picturing because I played in
That found
tournaments.
a trash can and.
Oh my god! I bet like you were just starting to sweat. You're nervous.
Profusely.
Oh, this is a tournament, and like I gotta do it. You don't want to do it. It's like when you don't want to throw up. Did you run? Did you trot?
I don't think either of those were an option. It was
Are there
more like a
messages
wiggle.
coming in? Are people entertained by this right
Oh,
now?
100%.
Safe to say, my first BNL, I won't forget the topic of choice.
Yeah.
With shit emoji,
Shit emoji,
golf
golf
emoji, and shit emoji. Matthew Burns, you're a goddamn peach. Holy shit, no pun intended. Anyways, we're done with that.
Crazy.
So, needless to say,
I did shoot under par that day though.
Oh, what
this
Yeah.
might be. So then you got to look at it like,
It kind of got me a little freer and not really.
are you
concerned about the tournament.
superstitious?
Not 1%. No.
Maybe we should make you superstitious. Maybe that's like a routine thing. Like you're the guy.
Waffle House might be a
Can-
jam, bro.
Can you imagine if you?
Minus the drinking the night before, because I don't
No,
drink
that's
before
a part
tournaments
of
anymore.
Waffle
That's
House.
one thing I've learned is, if you want to try to make it in this life, you don't get hammered before a tournament or during or anything like that.
I think Bowditch would disagree with
Well,
you.
I mean, that's my take on it. I know there are a lot of other people
There's a
out
lot,
there that have.
yeah. There's a
might
lot
disagree.
of people that actively partake in that are out there. But I'm
I
just
was
trying
drinking
to.
in my 20s. In my 30s, I can't do that anymore.
I'm just picturing like, fast forward. This becomes a habit. It's a
Oh, God.
superstition. You gotta do it because you're gonna shoot under par. Next thing you know, you're talking to Blair O'Neill on morning drive.
Yeah, you're on tour and you're still maintaining
So
the
what-
tradition.
What do you?
What turned your round around for you?
What if you're on morning drive and the equitable amount of time of 3 holes went by during filming and you had to leave the set because you had to go shit behind it? Like, you had to get it done there. Like, you're just nervous no matter what. I don't know if that's like a success thing. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
Is that part of the logistics of a PGA Tour setup? Is that there's restrooms accessible for the players?
I think
That's-
so.
I've-
I've,
This
I've
is-
seen Ricky Fowler go into a porta-john at Waste Management.
I've seen
On
Sergio
TVs.
take a shit. I haven't seen Sergio take a shit, but I know if you're in there for more, we all know that as men, if it's more than like 48 seconds, something else going on in there. Okay, yeah, that or somehow Matt Kuchar's mom was in there when you walked in because we all know.
Hello.
Yeah, Pat Perez and I actually talked about this on PGA Tour Radio the other night about whether or not Matt Kuchar's mom swallows and how he has a sister because apparently his sister went after Pat Perez online for making fun of the caddy thing, and he told him he told her that Matt should have been swallowed, and then that's when I chimed in and said I can confirm that she doesn't swallow because I ran into her in a porta-john at the Waste Management last year. Long story. We'll get into those details later. Back to your shits though.
I think PGA Tour has porta-johns readily available. This is lowly mini tour stuff where they just, here's the golf course.
Right.
There's no setup
You got
for it.
2 per 18 holes.
I I think it's the bathrooms that come with the golf course, if there are any. Like
You can rip a pant leg off or something. You can do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been in a water hazard and had to strip down to our underwear to hit out of that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really no different.
I've never done that.
Dunkin' Deuce.
You guys are crooks. Fuck. I've never
All right,
stripped.
moving on. Next topic. What are we talking about?
Anyways, so
Yes,
AJ.
that's my career, is me pooping on the golf course. Cool.
Yeah, let's talk about
No, I want to get into this a little more. So, like, let's talk about nerves.
Yep.
I
I
think.
love them.
Well,
Bring 'em on.
we talked about this before privately, but I think a lot of people wonder, why they're the best range players in the world, and why it doesn't translate to the golf course, and even more so on a high end level of golf, like PGA Tour, or what I would call what you're doing, like is like AAA golf. You know what I mean? If you want to relate it to baseball, but why do you think that is? I mean, I'm sure you've dealt with that anomaly. It's a pretty common thing. Nobody can figure out why they can't take their range game to the golf course. Why do you think that is? I have a theory on it. We'll get there.
Mine's not so much nerves why the range game doesn't transpire. Mine is I get too amped up. Like I'm too excited to be there and I'm too much in the moment and I just am like at 150% operating.
So wouldn't that be this? So basically, that would have the same effect.
Yeah, I think it's almost worse.
You're overly excited, is what you're saying,
Yeah.
by the theater of what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Putting in all this work and then you're finally there in the moment.
Yeah.
And you just let it all get to you and then you're over trying to accomplish something and
So here's my theory on it, and I only have this theory after last week. There's an old man hitting balls next to me on the range, and he's watching me hit balls. And I was hitting it pretty good. I consider myself one of the top 5 range players in the country.
I can attest to that.
I mean,
I've witnessed it.
I can hit balls on the range. I can hit the
Especially
golf.
if it's a lighted driving range.
Oh, if it's at night, it's fucking dude. Who is that? Like, who is that? Tiger put on a lot of weight and became white. Like, wow, look at that guy. Anyways, that might be going a little far. You all right, Steve?
Yeah, question from America.
America. What's the question?
They want to know if AJ sponsored by Dude Wipes now.
Ooh.
No, I am not.
I could use a dude wipe
I think Cardis needs dude wipes more.
I am like,
With
man,
Tell the can.
Oh, yeah.
Tell the can.
hit me up, man. Like,
Can you imagine if
seriously.
Can you imagine if you had dude bags to shit in?
You told me that they have like a shower sponge thing, man.
Dude, I wish I had one. I used to have them up on the table. I use them though. I live alone, so I just come out here naked and wash myself with them. But they're unbelievable.
I would be the ideal ambassador for them.
Oh, dude, we gotta get one of those. We gotta. You know what, Paula?
Where are they at?
Can you grab them?
What, are you gonna make me bathe on camera here?
No, I'm gonna go through like how amazing these things are. I think it's crucial. Paula, you can't ask the question from the one guy that's commented. Like, he's asked 15 questions. Matthew Burns.
Yeah, that's the dog.
Thank you for watching.
I just played with him.
He's cool.
He gave me some art for the van. Should we talk
Really?
about the van a little bit?
Yeah.
Traveling
Yeah.
golf
All
artist?
right, here we go.
We don't have
Dude
to-
Wipes America.
Oh, we're back to shit. Oh,
I think these would come in real handy for you in the shower wipes.
dude, shower.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, no
Not
pun intended.
bad.
So like, check it out. So you open this thing up.
I gotta see one of these things. Is that the shower?
Yes. You start with your appendages, your arms, your legs, your head. Well, your head first. You want to start with your face because it's clean, obviously. It's big. It's thick. I'm gonna do it actually. It's kind of gross right now. Then you finish with your asshole and your gooch and your ball sack and your nuts, and then you pinch it up, you throw it away. Dude,
It's
feel
like a
that
baby
thing.
wipe.
But it better. Feel it. It's like an
It's
actual
like a
towel.
washcloth or anything.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I've used that when I don't want to shower and I live by a shower. It's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
It's nice.
So are you sold on it now?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's like an adult thick baby wipe. Like one time, I took like 8 of them and wove like a basket diaper out of it and wore it, and they work. So it's very nice.
Feels refreshing.
It is. It is. Where were we at? The van.
Yeah.
So you got it wrapped.
Yep, van's wrapped. Interiors filled with artwork. People submitted artwork via Instagram.
We got to show that off tonight.
The exterior has signatures all over the side. All
Yeah.
people that participate in the Golf Ball Project either donating volunteer time, donations, or signed up for one of my photo and travel experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So the side's covered in signatures. It's pretty
Dope.
dope, man.
I get to sign it tonight.
You do get to sign it. Yes,
I've already
sir.
scoped out my spot.
And you have a piece
You
of
got a
art.
spot?
Yep.
I
picked
do
it.
have a drawing in
You
there.
have a drawing on the interior, man.
Dude, you know
I
how long that
appreciate it.
took me to do? Fuck.
It's good.
But I remember that.
It's a thoughtful piece. I appreciate the thought that went into it.
There was a little bit of,
It's got the little geo mark and
Yeah, it's like
it's a road leading to location.
where you're at on the map, you
Right.
know? But the
I
cool
saw
thing
where you're
is,
going.
it's in your van, so no matter where you are is where it is.
It's always there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, people have said that to me about the signatures. They're like, it's so cool that I constantly see the signatures because as the next person signing, I'm recording, right?
Yeah,
And they're signing next to people that may have signed 4 months ago.
yeah.
So the people that signed 4 months ago see it on camera and they're like, oh, it's so cool that they just signed it. Like, I saw it again. It's
Oh,
in
yeah.
Scottsdale. It's in, you know?
Do people get nervous to meet you?
Yeah.
They do, huh?
I'm just a regular dude, but yeah.
Well, sure, but you know, how do 30,000 people or whatever know who you are?
You know,
They're enamored by your journey and what you're doing.
I think a lot of people, you know, they want to be doing what I do just for the golf side of it, right? They want to be playing all
Who
these.
wouldn't? Like, dude, you've made this a reality for yourself, and you made it out of.
But it's a grind, man. Like,
Oh, of course.
I'm working 24/7, 365. Like, my job never stops. And
Right.
People don't really understand that, so it's.
Right. That's really cool. That's really cool. I would like to be doing that. AJ would like to be doing that. It comes down to a freedom, you know, because yes, it's a grind, and I second that. I totally believe it is. But you're a guy that is living the dream, and what's the dream? Being able to do what you want to do 99.9% of the day, every day. It sounds like you're pretty fucking close to achieving that, and I think as men or as women, you know, it's 2020, we have to be PC. But
Hashtag me too.
hashtag me too. I think that's the goal of everybody on the planet. You know, how do you get to a point in your life? We're all chasing the carrot, if you will, working at jobs, doing our thing. Our goals change, yes, but one goal doesn't change, and it's the desire to be free and do what we want as much as we can. I think people are enamored by what you're doing for that reason alone, because it's evident you're not showing anything that's fake.
Yeah.
It's 100% what you're fucking doing, and you love it. It's apparent that you're passionate about it, and you're doing it every day. Yes, it's a grind, but what fun would a life be with no grind?
Yeah.
I mean, give all of us $200 million tomorrow. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't turn it down. But if I didn't have a passion or some drive to do something and work, or whatever that version of work might be, I'd be bored. I would be worthless. Like when you talk about celebrities that Winona Ryder stole purses. I mean, like, money's not the object.
I mean, I say a lot. I'm life wealthy, right? Like
That's what we talked about earlier. Yeah.
Money's not the most important thing to me.
No.
And there is a lot of freedom in what I do, but as this whole business has grown, the obligations have obviously grown as well. So I'm fortunate that I have the brand partners that I do that trust me to, you know, be on the road and represent their brands well and perform my obligations in a timely manner, and you know,
Seamlessly.
There's a lot of legwork behind what I do, but there is also a lot of freedom because I can choose how I'm creating the content that I do, right? So if I want to go hike a desert dune in Mojave to create an image, I can go do it and create content.
Right.
While I'm doing something that I want to do.
Correct.
So the freedom's there, but the obligations are always there too. So I need
Still
to be,
working.
You know, they say a lot. You know, you talk to any entrepreneur or someone that works from home, and they have to be very diligent about their time management, right?
Right.
And with how much I have on my plate between Golf in Your State and the Golf Wall Project and my brand partnerships and, you know, the other event stuff that I do, and, you know, it's constant. It's always, there's always,
You're grinding your
always
ass
moving.
off.
I'm always moving.
You're working your ass. You're really working hard.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I think people need to realize. It's not just this van traveling around, putting it on the first tee, playing golf, having
There's
drinks.
a lot of that too.
But like you said, you get to do that because you put in the grind. Nobody's paying for you just to go and play golf and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, now that'd be great, you know what I mean? But you have to work for it.
100%.
So that's awesome. Very
Look
cool.
at some of the places you get to wake up to every day.
Dude, that's my favorite part about it.
Yeah,
That'd be
what's
my
your favorite
that'd
place?
be my favorite part of it too. Like I'm a
It's
huge fan
always,
of.
it's always waking up at a golf course. You know. when
What's
I-
your favorite place this in 2019 that you've opened the van door to in the morning?
That's a tough one.
I know. I would just imagine that that's been, you know, extensive. There's probably a lot of times you woke up and saw a sunset, like, or not a sunset, a sunrise.
I
but-
would say it has to be Robert Galley's house in Bandon. My buddy, who's a caddy at Bandon, this might be a great segue for Brandon. On one of my experience trips, he let me and another gentleman that signed up for one of my experience trips sleep at his place, and he lives on a 10-acre cranberry farm.
Wow.
So literally, we slept on the edge of a cranberry bog. It was pretty rad.
Wow.
Brandon got hit with the sprinklers in the morning.
Yep, that was exactly the day.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Wow.
But I mean, beaches, golf, dude. There's been so many golf courses. There's been a lot of golf courses.
Is
this
Goat Hill cool?
trip. Oh yeah.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been there. I
Yeah,
wanna
it's a
play
nice
it.
track.
We got to do a Goat
fun.
Hill, like Rams Hill, like some of those.
All the hills.
Yeah, all the hills. No, just some of those courses in SoCal. Like you see all these people.
I
playing.
like SoCal golf. It's its own entity. It
It
is.
is.
It's like
There's
here,
so much variety.
right?
It's
Just like we have
it's a
desert
really cool
golf here,
spot
but-
because there's so many different types of courses there.
Fucking A.
Can
Well-
I walk off and make a?
No, I think we're good for a commercial break here. Yeah.
Perfect time.
Let's use this for a break. Absolutely. 3 and 2 and 1.
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes.